When I tell you we got lucky, we got lucky. Daily Madrid here. Real Madrid versus Inter Milan is the match we're looking at today. Yeah, lucky is the only word I can use to describe the match. And yes, let me get the elephant out of the room. It's late once again. College has been keeping me busy, makes me want to kill myself, and I'm really tired. I've been working out, and that's draining me out too. So, yeah, it's overall been a very stressful week, and I might not make it out alive till December. Pray for me. But the match, Real Madrid finished that with a 3-2 win, just barely scraping past Inter Milan. I expected that to happen too. We are awful in the Champions League this season specifically. We do not deserve to win it, and I will keep saying that until the season ends, until we improve. But we would need a miracle for that to happen. We need to improve in the Champions League this season. But the first half, totally different ball game. Modric benched again. Doesn't surprise me there, which is the reason we conceded too. Modric was benched. The lineup was pretty atypical of a Champions League game. Vasquez was in right back still, because once again, if you have a healthy right back, Valverde was in for Modric. Casemiro and Cruz still started. Cruz was a bit slow that game. I'll get that into that in a little bit. And Zidane finally used his dream attacking trio of Hazard, Benzema, and Asensio. And this game was also kind of special for me in a sense, because as you can see, I am Croatian, and two Croatians were in Inter Milan, Perisic and Brozovic. Really, the two. Brozovic is really their main man in midfield. Perisic was just come back from loan from Bayern Munich, kind of won the treble with them. And Handanovic, he's Slovenian, but really all I'm talking, Perisic and Brozovic is the two main men I was keeping my eye on for Inter. And also, Inter didn't have Romelu Lukaku. He was injured. And you think that'd make it easier for us. Kind of not. But the first half, Real Madrid were totally dominating it. Vasquez was pocketing Hakimi. Perisic was a total shh. Nobody was hearing from him. Brozovic was kind of outcasted. Lautaro Martinez could not get the ball at all until it paid off in the 20th minute. Benzema received a pass from Hakimi. Thank you, Hakimi, for assisting us, even though you're at Inter. An error pass from Hakimi. Benzema goes around Handanovic from an error, and he makes it 1-0 for Real Madrid. Benzema always finds ways to score past the goalkeeper involving some sort of passing error. It happened against Karius in the final, and now it happens with Handanovic in the game versus Inter Milan today. And if that wasn't enough, about 10 minutes later, Sergio Ramos scores from the corner from Toni Kroos. Sergio Ramos in corners, name a better relationship. Well, not relationship, but connection, sort of. But Sergio Ramos scores his 100th Real Madrid goal from the corner today in the Real Madrid versus Inter match. Now that is crazy right there. As a defender, Sergio Ramos has scored 100 goals. Jesus Christ. He's already La Liga's top scoring defender, beating out Ronald Koeman. So that's insane, crazy enough. Sergio Ramos really is the GOAT. We are witnessing the greatest defender probably in Spanish history right in front of our eyes. It's amazing to see. And no, PK is not better than him. Puyol, not those clowns. Sergio Ramos is the best defender in Spanish history and probably ever. Have your opinion below in the comments. But unfortunately, our happy didn't parade last long, because about 2 minutes after Sergio Ramos scored, Lautaro Martinez gets one back for Inter Milan, nearing the 40th minute, about the 35th minute. So once again, can't keep a clean sheet to save our lives, but Inter get one back. So end of the first half, it's 2-1. Overall, team's doing pretty good. Valverde himself was pretty freaking good that match as well. Easily, holding down Modric's place. You'd think Valverde would struggle, but no, Valverde was doing really good, along with Cruz. Cruz and Casemiro, I gotta admit, they were making a couple of errors. But Valverde himself was holding down the midfield pretty well. Vasquez in right back, once again, lovely. And overall, team's doing pretty good. Hazard as well, making as much as he can coming back from injury. So we go into the second half. Inter do have one back, but it's 2-1 us. We just have to keep the lead. We get 3 points. And it goes the opposite. About 10 to 20 minutes later, Perisic scores and makes it 2-2. Yeah. This was kind of knowing that Perisic scored, it was kind of just a stab in the heart. That man has scored against Barcelona, and now the man managed to score against Real Madrid. I'm telling you, Croatians are the most underrated footballers in the world. Change my mind. So it's 2-2. We can't win a Champions League game to save our lives this season. So what does Zidane do? Goes to the bench, subs in Vinicius, Rodrigo, and Modric, because who else is going to save us? And also during that, chaos 10 minutes when Inter Milan was having possession most of the time, there was an instance. There was an instance where Brozovic slide tackled into Hazard, and Hazard was limping. And it looked like he got injured again. But thank God he got back up. He was limping, but he seemed to be better for like the next 20 minutes before he got subbed out for Vinicius. So Hazard is fine. There is confirmation today. Hazard was fine in training. It was just a knock in the Inter Milan game. He was fine in training. Hopefully he should be able to play against Valencia, but I'm not keeping my fingers crossed. I think he should be benched just to be safe, because that man really is a piece of class. But from the reports I'm reading, he's fine, because that was a really scary slide tackle from Brozovic. I don't know what the hell he was thinking, but really the Croatians for Inter, they were really trying to screw us over, really. Brozovic, Perisic. After that little injury scare, 3 substitutes in, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Modric. And Zidane really knows how to make substitutes, because 10-15 minutes after the substitutions were made, Rodrigo scores the winning goal. Yes, a lovely cross from Valverde to Benzema, Benzema into the box, and Valverde scores the winning goal. Or Rodrigo scores the winning goal. Rodrigo, not Valverde, Rodrigo. Rodrigo really is our shining star in the Champions League. 5 goals, 3 assists over 180 minutes. 3 assists in the span of 180 minutes right now. Rodrigo is insane. And Modric once again had to come onto the pitch, provide a little bit of magic in the span of 10 minutes, because he got subbed on about the 70th, 80th minute. And once again, he provided the magic. We won the match. Thank you, Luka Modric, Valverde, and Rodrigo. And if I'm being honest, Courtois could have done a little better with the Perisic goal. Could have done a little better, if I'm being serious. He was a little sloppy. Really hoping Courtois isn't dipping in form, because he's had a brilliant run as goalkeeper the past season. So Courtois, he better fix himself up for Valencia, because that was not pretty. He could have done a little better. He was still making some pretty good saves, but like I said, could have done a little better. Cruz as well, he kept losing the ball too much. He kept getting dispossessed. Casemiro, his passes were not linking either. So really the midfield was kind of iffy, aside from Valverde and Modric. So the midfield could have been better too. And what I love most about the game was Ferland Mendy just absolutely pocketing Achraf Hakimi. As you know, Achraf Hakimi, on loan at Borussia Dortmund, was supposed to come back to Real Madrid, but the man wanted a starting lineup spot. My dude, did you not see Carvajal the past 3 seasons you were gone? No way are you getting a starting lineup spot. The man said, alright, see ya, I'm off to Inter Milan. And Ferland Mendy really made him calm down there. And speaking of left backs, we could get David Alaba. I don't want David Alaba. He's a declining left back, and we already have Marcelo as a declining left back. So David Alaba would be a pretty dumb buy. But yeah, that was the game of Real Madrid versus Inter Milan. A 3-2 win, as Real Madrid barely scraped past Inter Milan with this one. Once again, we finally won our first Champions League game this season. We're 1-1-1. Now in the Europa League zone, so maybe we get to play Europa League football instead of just getting knocked out completely. Honestly, if I see Real Madrid in the Europa League, I'm actually going to kill myself. I do not want to go to the Europa League. My man of the match is very simple. It's Rodrigo. He is our shining star in the Champions League. He comes on and scores the winning goal. Rodrigo is obviously going to be man of the match. I still stand by my opinion that Rodrigo is better than Vinicius. You can see in his past performances as well. Well, I've never really said that, but I firmly believe it. But that's really all from me today, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Once again, very sorry for another late upload. College is really trying to put me on suicide watch right now. That's all for me. Our next match is Real Madrid versus Valencia next Saturday before the international break starts. Daily Madrid, out.